New developments in the college admissions scandal. One convicted parent is getting released early due to coronavirus concerns in prisons. And Lori Loughlin has some new hope from a judge in her fight to avoid prison. Deborah Roberts has the latest on all that. Good morning, Deb.
Good morning, George. This pandemic has touched so many lives, including two parents in this so-called college cheating scandal who got a reprieve. But not so for the famous Hollywood actress defendant here. She is still fighting to prove her innocence.
An early release for Toby McFarlane. The 57-year-old former insurance executive will serve the final 6 weeks of his sentence at home, following 2 weeks of quarantine in a high-security Arizona prison. The judge citing the particular risk of infection and transmission risk in penitentiary facilities. Last month, another convicted parent, Napa winemaker Augustin Huneeus, also released early.
Lori!
All this while 14 other defendants, including Lori Loughlin and husband Massimo Giannelli, are fighting to avoid prison. The couple, accused of paying $500,000 in bribes to get their two daughters into the University of California, now alleging law enforcement misconduct. On Friday, a judge appearing to side with them, calling prosecutors' actions serious and disturbing, accusing FBI agents of heavy-handed tactics in their dealings with the scandal's alleged mastermind, Rick Singer. The judge writing the Singer, who cooperated with the government, alleged FBI agents aggressively pressured him and indirectly instructed him to lie during wiretapped phone calls with some of the defendants. The judge now demanding more information from prosecutors.
It's always a good thing for a defendant when the judge will say something bad about the prosecution. Whether or not that will end in a mistrial or whether or not that will help her in the long run, we don't know.
For now, a bit of good news for Loughlin, though prosecutors filed new evidence, including photos that appear to show the couple's daughter, Olivia Jade, posing on a rowing machine, though neither she nor her sister participated in crew.
Loughlin and others in a group motion are asking that the charges be dropped, essentially on a technicality. If that doesn't happen, George, she heads to court in October. George?
Okay, Deb, thanks very much. Let's get more on this from our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. So Dan, those words from the judge, pretty startling right there. What does that mean for the chances of either a mistrial or even dismissal?
Well, you never want to hear the words disturbing, referring to anything coming from the prosecution or the investigators. But that's what the judge is saying here. Look, I think it is very unlikely the judge is going to dismiss the charges. I think the judge has already made that pretty clear. Option two would be to say we're going to exclude any of the recordings that Singer made with parents. That too is probably unlikely. But even if they don't get that sort of thing before the trial, they'll still be able to use this during the trial. And this goes to the very heart of the issue in this case, which is, what was the parents' intent? Did they know that they were paying bribes versus just a donation, for example, to the university?
So what does it mean for other parents facing trial?
Yeah, I mean, this is not just about Lori Loughlin, right? I mean, this is a number of the parents here all saying these recordings that Singer was making are effectively, should be null and void. So they're all in this together at this point. We don't know exactly which parents he was talking to or about when he made these comments that the FBI was pressuring him. But no question that this has been a glimmer of hope. Also, by the way, because prosecutors were late to turn this over to the defense as well.
Okay, Dan Abrams, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.